Underneath the dining area, we have the garage space, and determining how much space I needed is the height of a guitar case.
So our last Amazon find is this collapsible clothing rack. One of the problems I have living in a small space with Taylor is that he likes to throw things away a lot, and that includes purging all of my sauce. I'm Brit.
I'm Taylor.
Come take a tour. Welcome to our kitchen. This is our 3-burner propane stove where we do a lot of cooking. We love making tacos, so this really comes in handy. Down here we have our oven. We like to make enchiladas and pizza sometimes, and we mostly use that in the winter. It's a deep well sink, and there's plenty of room for storage in that sink. If we don't feel like doing the dishes, there's a lot of room to store them in there. And we're able to do the dishes with our 26-gallon water tank down here. And then up here is where we store all the goodies. So we have sauce, snacks, bowls, plates, and then we created these shelves and bungee cords to keep everything categorized so it doesn't get confusing. Coming over here, we have these pull-out Amazon drawers, and these are awesome for storage as well. We have electronics in this one. We have canned goods in here with more sauce. And then we have bowls and plates in this one. Up here, we have some countertops that Taylor custom made for extra counter space. We also have this cutting board, so we have tons of room in our kitchen to work with. Down here we have our fridge. It's on drawer sliders, so it comes out easily. Moving up, we have our utensils drawer, and then we have this drawer of storage stuff. We have plastic bags in there, and we usually use the plastic bags to put meat or any foods that are in bulky containers, and then we throw them in the fridge, so it takes up less space. Over here we have our toiletries. We have our hairbrush, toothbrush, shampoos, everything like that. We actually added this after the fact because our mirror took up too much space inside the cabinet, so we just released that, move it around, and then it easily just clicks back into place. It's compact. And then down here in this drawer is just medicine and stuff like that. Another good Amazon find. And then they just stick up here like that.
The van itself cost around 25 grand, and the build cost around 20 grand. So 45 total. I was on a motorcycle trip with my brother, going from New Hampshire down to North Carolina and back up. I found this one in Connecticut. It was an old electrician's van, and when I got there, there were already like 6 people across the country trying to buy this thing. And the guy asked me, and he said, "What are you doing with it?" And I said, "I'm gonna build an RV." And he said, "No way, that's what all these other people are trying to do with it too." And put my deposit down. I actually continued the trip, came back around, popped the bike in the back, and took it home. Here's where we sleep. This is actually a mattress bought off Amazon that I cut up into 4 sections and then made my own custom cushions. Here's clothing storage. Pants, shirts, socks, rock climbing, everything I need. So underneath, we have our cushions that turn into the couch. The idea for this space was I wanted the bed system and being able to have a workstation and also have people over for dinner whenever you encounter some other van lifers. This table is an epoxy table. I actually bought it from a guy on Etsy from France. The top of it's connected to is a bow suite that goes back and forth. And then the next piece is like a swivel seat that you would have in the front of your van that allows you to turn it, just like that. And then those 2 pieces are connected to a single table leg. They can raise up and lower down for storage. Then I went to Hobby Lobby and talked to a little old lady about how to sew. I had no idea. She gave me a video on YouTube and then gave me this outdoor material very rugged, very firm. And then to wash them, it's just a zipper. So you can take out the cover, toss in the wash, put it back on. Underneath the dining area, we have the garage space. And determining how much space I needed is the height of a guitar case. So I put it in there. It's like, okay, I need my benches to be this high. This section, just a whole bunch of stuff. Safety gear, need jumper cables, we have that. With this bench being so high, your feet are too high off the ground, not comfortable. So I made a platform, and I was like, whoa, I can add more storage space. Camping supplies, first aid kit, tools, we're constantly repairing stuff if it breaks, and then just miscellaneous storage space. Those back nets you find in the back of a car, like a station wagon or something, glued them to the wall, good to go. Motorcycle gear, snowboard pants, sweaters, everything. When I moved from Montana to New Hampshire, I took a 3-week road trip in my Honda Accord, and I just lived out of my car. And when I got to New Hampshire, I was like, I don't want this to end.
I was visiting my mom and dad. They live both in the White Mountains. I was also in this sort of like hiking group, but it was not really a big group. It was like 2-3 people. And that's where I met Taylor.
Pioneers.
We were the pioneers of the hiking group because no one else would show up.
Yeah.
So we would all hike together, hike in the White Mountains, hike the 48s, and we would do that as much as we could.
I built the van over 10 months. On the final day, I went hiking with you and Matt, and I texted everyone in the Pioneer group, and I said, who wants to go to Montana? I'm about to voyage. I'm about to hit it. Who wants to go? And she said yes.
I said, when am I ever going to be able to go to Montana? Like, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
So we hit the road on a 2-week road trip for a vacation for my job. And at the end of it, I was like, ooh, I don't want this to stop. I think I got my road companion. And I said, hey, I want to date you.
Yeah.
Onto our power cabinet. We just upgraded to a 300 amp hour lifetime battery. I used to have 200 amp hour SOK batteries. Connects to the main power switch. This is safety concerns, like if you need to cut off everything from the battery, flip that. That connects to this bus, which connects to the solar charger. On the roof, we have 360 watt solar that charges the battery at 30 amps, which is plenty, especially out here in Arizona. We have a B2B battery charger that connects to our alternator. 2,000 watt inverter, run our air fryer, coffee machine, anything like that. Especially with the 300 amp hour, this is plenty of power.
So our last Amazon find is this collapsible clothing rack, and it comes in handy a lot when we have like wet snowboard gear or towels. Collapses back in and then it folds up, and it's pretty nifty. One of the problems I have living in a small space with Taylor is that he tends to be very minimal, so he likes to throw things away a lot, and that includes purging all of my sauce. Every sauce you could imagine has a 3-day lifespan in here because he's constantly trying to.
Oh, it's funny. I can't even have the one sauce I like.
What is
ranch?
Oh,
she's like, oh, get that out of here.
There's no time for blue cheese, no sour cream.
All you need is ranch.
Oh, no. All right, so in the comments below, leave a comment telling us what your favorite sauce is.
Team ranch.
No, team sour cream, blue cheese, honey mustard.
You only pick one.
Well, you can't pick one. There's tons
Well,
of them.
you can't be team everything.
All right.
Overall, van life is the best experience I've had in my life.
We were just so in love with van life and each other, and it's just, you know, such a amazing experience.
If you love the person, you work through it. Like, we get through it. We listen. You just have to be able to listen to what the other person needs.
If you want to follow our journey, head over to our Instagram, Vesper Van Life, or go to our website, vespervanlife.com. Thanks for watching.
I feel like I'm on Seinfeld.
It's a whole meal. It's a whole meal. Sour cream could be a meal.
She drinks it out of a squeeze bottle. Yeah, it's horrifying.
It's not really drinking it. It's a dab, a dollop here and there.
And she's lactose intolerant.
Risk it for the biscuit.